course, I couldn't wait until after I was done. Anyway, so the star of today's show is this Lenovo from the thrift store that was $10. This one says it's an i5. It's missing that front panel. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plug her in. No smoke. That's a good sign. But it did turn on, which is generally not a good sign. However, the monitor did kick on. So it's probably going to kick into Windows install, the way they usually do things. Press enter to interrupt the install or the startup. I asked you to interrupt the startup. Press F1. That's what I want to see what the system is. So it's a Thinkcentre M90. I'm going to grab that number because I want to try to find the front piece for this. BIOS date is 2010. That's interesting. So what's the system summary say? i5 750, so it's a first gen. I was saying that it was probably a second gen, but that makes sense. 8 gigs of RAM, that's really nice. Looks like a 320 gig hard drive, and a DVD. It says it's a DVD ROM. Well, it's a DVD burner. You know what I do have in a random computer? I'm just going to plug my install media in, so I wanted to do that. So I do have a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray ROM. I could try, if I can find the flip down door for this, I could put the Blu-ray ROM in there and floppy drive setup. There's no floppy drive. So startup. For now, I'm going to do that. Primary boot sequence. What I want to do right now. Okay, that'll work. Anyway, let's try starting this thing up. Yeah, so this is what did that just say? 750 or 7 something? I was not paying attention. I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention. It's the first gen Intel i5, which is fine. This will make a, and the reason we're doing Linux Mint right now is because this is literally less than 5. This video is being shot literally less than 5 minutes after that laptop video you watched like 2 days ago on Sunday. So this is all I have up here. But that's the main reason. So if I can find the flip down door for that. So what was that, M50? While this is booting, I'm just going to look that up. M90. We'll go on eBay. Everything is in alphabetical order, so I can't find it. So this monitor that came with this Lenovo seems to be in nice shape as well. No defects that I can see. Lenovo M90 front panel. That's all Well, you know, I'll do a better search when I get home. I guess a floppy drive could theoretically go there, but there's no need for that because I think once they hit this series of Intel, they were no longer supported. I do have I have this set to a Wi-Fi repeater, which is plugged into the computer, so there is an Ethernet cable. This, however, is not a touchscreen like the last thing. And I think I could comfortably sell, you know, I could put an SSD in this and comfortably sell it as it sits, probably for $100. The hard part's going to be that. I mean, I could. This is not peeling off very well. I could probably make something out of ABS plastic. That might be an interesting theory to look at. Why all of a sudden I'm obsessed with peeling this price sticker off, I don't know. But I imagine that this is, even though it's a first generation i5, would probably be quicker than that laptop with the fourth generation i3. I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, there is room for a floppy drive there. So we're going to erase that. It's fine. These are definitely USB 2.0 ports, not 3.0. That's fine. I'm starting to get hungry, even though I ate this morning. User. Log in automatically. PASS, Word. No, it actually doesn't matter because I'm not going to be. So it's telling me it's a weak password. I just chose password. So at some point it's going to try to download a bunch of crap, which I have to tell it no. Hey, it's down to 88 degrees in here, but luckily there's less humidity in here, which makes it better. I know right behind my camera is a fan, but the microphones are on the front, so that should be okay. But while this is doing this, we're going to do the smart thing. And take a closer look at the inside. Well, everything's working. Alright, so you have to actually press this button here. I have a feeling this thing actually ended up outside a little bit. So I'm very curious as to what this graphics card is. I'm hoping Neofets will tell me. So we got the hard drive. This has a lot of moisture. Let me try to evidence in it. You can see it all over that. So we have plenty of upgradability in here. I can put an SSD right here or right here with another cable. What I can do is same thing I did on the other Lenovo. Use some double-sided tape. So here's what's interesting. This does actually have a floppy port on it. I'm really surprised by that. I'm trying to see if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's right above that that screw. Overall, it doesn't look like. It's definitely an OEM motherboard. OEM Lenovo. It just says it's an MSI card. Looks like an OEM part number. So this might be original to the system. It just seems weird that they would use a red board card. I could even put another fan in the front if I wanted. This really isn't pulling that much air. I can't imagine this thing really pulling that much wattage. So I guess for right now what we'll do is try to screw this into the right thing. Oh shoot, you can't see a dang thing I'm doing. Why didn't you say anything? So I'll probably go ahead and pause for now and come back when I have something interesting to show. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're about to do the first boot from it installing Linux Mint 20. Waiting on it to tell me to remove the installation media. There we go. Installation media removed. So I hate to say it, but this is going to get an SSD and Windows 10 because that's how things sell. So I need to find a blank cover. If I can't find a blank cover, I do have another drive I can put in there and I'll make it work. I would say it's got 2 drives. I thought I told it not to install next to. Oh well. Unless it's just telling me it's got Windows 7 COA. Which I could use that. I wonder where that's probably on the bottom of it. Yeah, I know the boot times are going to be kind of crap because of you know, it's sucking on a mechanical hard drive. I'm curious how many cores this is. I don't remember if NeoFetch will tell me that. I think it's the i5 750. It's very snappy so far. So it is 4 core. It's probably 2 cores with hyper-threading, right? It says 4 cores. It's a GeForce 8400, 8 gigs of RAM. It's only using 500 megs of it. But showing got a bunch of updates. That hard drive doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound great. But like I said, none of this is going to stay on here, so it don't really matter that much. You know what's weird is if you look, let me find this here. So, my internet sucks. We've already been over that. But I'm going to do something real quick. Because, like, it doesn't really bother me at all. Yeah, it's showing that there's hardware drivers that aren't installed. Google should come up pretty quick even on my crappy internet. Yeah, so this is even that, man, it's still showing 88 degrees in here. I don't know how I haven't passed out yet. I did eat one of my sandwiches I had here for lunch, which did help. Connection has timed out, so this is probably, it should be alright. It is working up there. I had to put it where my plugs are, you know. It's still saying timing out. But I'm not going to worry about installing any of the drivers, but we know that this works. We know that this is a viable project for the future. So when I do get everything I need for it, I will make a video on it. When I went on there the other day, there was, oh my god, the amount of ads. I'm not going to show anybody else's but mine. And yes, I'm drinking a soda and I shouldn't be. I have water in the cooler. Alright, so my internet's not going to stand up to this. But we know that this is working. We know that it's an i5 750, was that? Yeah, i5 750. It shows 4 on here, but I don't think it's a 4 core. I think it's just a i5 750. Intel Arc. Okay, so it is a 4 core without hyper-threaded. I never really got too much into this generation, but yeah, so it came out Q3 of 09, which makes sense that this is a 2010 machine. Use condition server enterprise? That's weird. 2.66 max turbo, 320, 8 meg, smart cache, 95 watt, DDR3, total 2 channels, up to 16 gigs. So this is half maxed out. Not to sound like that video that Greg Salazar Science Studio did. Oh my god, he was showing an ad for some dude that had like an AMD FX like 8230 or 8320, whatever that chip is, asking $1,700 for the system. For a system that takes DDR3 memory. Not that there's anything wrong with DDR3, but $1,700 for a system that old. They're already working on DDR5. But I'm going to go see if my mother's home. Actually, I'm going to take a quick glance at this lawnmower, see if I can figure out what's going on with the steering on it. I'm not going to do a video on that. I just want to take a quick glance at it, and then I will give her that laptop from yesterday, sort of the day before his video, whatever the heck it is I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm going to give her that laptop, let her play with that, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.